All right, so after I kind of feel like pretty good on the body, I can always come back to that. Then I'm going to start doing the lip and the base of the pot to match.
Okay. And what am I thinking when I'm doing that?
Your thought is...
Get it to that pinky finger?
To get it to that pinky finger.
I was listening.
All the way throughout. Good job. Sometimes I close my eyes to feel. Because then I can feel the difference between the base of the pot up to the lip. I can feel it getting smaller, a little bit easier than if I'm trying to look.
Yeah. Okay. And the base then, so am I going to have to push my thumb in more to thin that out?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're going to have to decide if you need to push your thumb in more here. And then I can also start switching what my hands are doing a little bit. And you're going to find what's most comfortable for you. Since my hands are smaller, I have trouble getting down there.
Okay.
So I'll put my pot on the side or on the bottom. And I'll press my thumb in without pinching my fingers. So I'm pressing
kind
the
of
clay.
scoop motion almost through that.
So I'm trying to feel the bottom of my pot, but my fingers and my thumbs cannot reach to get that to feel together. I'm too short.
Okay.
So I'll put a thumb on the inside and then my other hand on the outside, and I start to get the feel from there. It's trickier. So it's all about the feel.
So there's that's the art to this, right?
That's the art to it.
Yeah. So you can watch a video on this, but it really takes practice.
Yeah. So if you're feeling like you want it to be a different shape, that's when I'll start to press out too. And it's all in what your hands are doing. So, Mr. Easton, if your hands are kind of staying like this, your pot is going to get taller.
Okay.
If my hand's going like this, it's going to get skinnier. This way, it's going to get wider.
Gotcha.
So we can kind of manipulate the clay a little bit. I'm going to flip mine over while you're doing that. And it's still pretty plastic. And plastic in pottery means that our clay can bend without breaking. So I'm going to flip it over and I'm just going to kind of smooth down the sides a little bit without pressing too hard. So making the pinch pot doesn't take too terribly long, but it's just getting it nice and smooth and even, that then you have to back off on how much you're pinching and just slowly make those adjustments.
I'm pretty happy with my little pinch
You
pot
should be
here.
very happy
It's
with your
coming
little pinch
along
pot.
just fine. I feel like okay. So now, I feel like I'm ready.
I think you're ready too. Okay, and then you can kind of smooth her down.
So now maybe I want to give it a little one of these.
Yeah.
A little shimmy.
A little shimmy, a little shake. If I end up with a spot that's too thin, and I can really feel it wobble in between there, I just won't pinch there anymore.
Okay.
If I put a hole through it, it's either that a hole wanted to be there, or I'm going to start again.
Okay. So what's my next step here then? I feel like I have some cracks on here. I also wanna...
So you've got a few hills and valleys where your fingerprints are.
Okay.
So the other thing that you want to do is just try your best to smooth those down. And I can just, same kind of idea with it upside down. I can do that in my hand too, where I am pushing the clay down with my thumb, or taking small little pinches to get those little hills down. Your clay has a memory as well, so if it gets deformed, I know you have to really go back and play through it, because sometimes when it fires in the kiln, it'll go back to that deformed shape.
It has a memory.
It sure does. It's organic. It's dinosaur poop.
Oh, I got dinosaur poop on my hands. You didn't tell me that before we started.
Alright, so I'm going to let my pinch pot set up. And then tomorrow or the next time I have class, when I can come back in, it'll be leather hard, which means that I can still smooth it out. I can still, I can't pinch too much, but I can a little bit. And then just kind of make that refined neatness to it. And I can play with the top lip of the pot if it's not completely straight and I want it to be, or if I want to cut or make decorations.
Ooh, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah. So this is our basic pinch pot.
Ta-da! Nailed it?
You are on your way.
Yes! Nice!
Yep.
I listened.
You
It's
did
important.
listen.
You gotta listen.
Yeah.
You gotta listen.
You gotta listen.